Through the first 4 games, it's been quite a rough and tumble series, and this crowd is expecting more of the same here. It's Game 5 of the American League Championship Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Kansas City Royals. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Steve, this is still anyone's series as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, and now you can see they're down 3-1, so we're in that classic must-win territory now. They're going to need to win 3 straight to take the series. But as a player, you really can't think that way. It's time for that old baseball cliche. You got to take them 1 game at a time, and that definitely applies right here and now.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Kansas City Royals.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting 9. Steve, what's the key to them earning a World Series berth here in hostile territory?
Well, I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Jeremy Guthrie is charged with keeping their hopes alive on the mound here in the League Championship Series. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he was pretty effective. Got the win and only allowed 2 runs. Going to try and do that here again.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, we've got the big man behind the plate, Salvador Perez. We all know what he means to this game, how he impacts it defensively, gives you a little pop on the offensive side, but most importantly, a clubhouse leader. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Into the box now stands the leadoff man, Michael Bourne, and we are ready for baseball. Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball 1 as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose.
First pitch, 7:05.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. A little chilly but not unbearable tonight. 55 degrees here at first pitch. Three and 0 now. Showing some uncharacteristic wildness to start things out.
Yeah, 4-pitch walk, pretty much not the way you want to start out against a club like this.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, just to get me over fastball, anything to avoid a 4-pitch walk to start the game.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. 3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do, work the count and get on base.
Trying to run one inside there on a 3-2. I mean, that's a tough take. According to that guy on the mound, a bad take. But he didn't get the call.
Michael Brantley gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
First offering on its way. And he sends one deep down the right field line. And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double, and that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out.
Or maybe a little unlucky there. I thought the way he hit it, this might bring home their first run of the ball game, but you see this ball take a big bounce and hop right over the wall out there. So that'll force that runner from first to hold on at third base.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira now. And he takes ball one.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Oh, and he misses it. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what's happening here. He's focused so much on lining up to make this throw that he actually forgets to catch the ball first. And he's going to get hit with an error for his efforts here. Or maybe you'd call it lack of effort.
Jason Kipnis will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Well, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Nice comeback here to get it 0-2. And now you've got to put that early run behind it and make sure that this doesn't get any worse.
And 2, here it comes. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Flip of his glove for one. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Well, you want to get out of the inning without conceding the run, but this is going to be an acceptable trade-off for him. No RBI, but the run does come in from third on the double play.
Stepping in now, Desmond Seaver, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
And I think he really needed that double play ball just to settle him down a little bit. He'd already given up 2 in the inning, and he didn't want to see this thing get out of hand.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gordon's after it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Cleveland's out in front, 2-0. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. How do they go about staying alive in this one, Steve?
Oh, you got to chip away. You're down by 2 after the top of the first, and that doesn't guarantee they're not going to score more runs as this game goes along, but find a way to get yourself back in this game.
Edinson Volquez gets the call in Game 5 of the series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a 4th or 5th starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Gerard Dyson will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Into the seats, 0-1. Shot fouled over towards the coaching box. Volquez into the windup. Here's the 0-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Cabrera's up with it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, right fielder, Nori Aoki.
Into the box, Nori Aoki. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, there is some feeling that Jansen can struggle occasionally with pitches on the corners. I've seen both hitters and pitchers be confused by his calls on the black at times, so we'll see if that shows up in this one.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Grounded to the right. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third.
And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. And the question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Eric Hosmer gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Not close. It's 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. KC down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Carlos Santana makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Here we go again. He's fallen behind already here to start the second. I guess he didn't learn his lesson.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gordon is in his tracks now. One down.
Batting 7, the right fielder, number 7, David Murphy.
David Murphy will stand in, and you see the numbers for the series so far. He's really been one of their unsung heroes.
Well, it seems like in just about every series, you get that one guy who really steps up, and he's been that guy so far.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 8, shortstop, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Asdrubal Cabrera into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
In there, 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. We'll see Alex Gordon to start things out when we come back. It's the Indians 2 and the Royals nothing. Alex Gordon will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just one game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
Volquez is ready. First pitch on its way. Too high, 1-0. This one's flared out toward left. Here comes Brantley. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
The 0-2 delivery. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, let's take a look at the sequence here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches, they're all going to be down in the zone. So now you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else around the knees. Boom. That's when they change the sight level and get that last pitch by him at the letters.
Mike Moustakas will get a shot here, and he's looking to get off the schneid. Hitless in the series so far.
And he's an important guy to get going. If they're going to have any chance in this series, he really needs to start getting a little more involved.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More coming up from Game 5 after this. Craig Fleming steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Fly ball into straightaway left. Gordon is there. He's got it 1 away.
And after giving up those 2 first-inning runs, he's really been able to settle down, and now that's 6 in a row he's retired.
Michael Bourne will get a second shot now. He worked out a walk to open the ball game.
And you know, Matty, it was a really good at-bat he put together, too. He saw a lot of pitches, and that's exactly what you want from your leadoff guy.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now this is sprayed foul off to the left, and that'll even the count at 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. One out, nobody on. Popped high in the air. Moustakas is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
We'll check out that 1-2 pitch again in show motion. This pitch is up around the letters, and you'll see that back elbow drop down a bit and kind of drag through the zone. That's what causes him to pop it up.
Here's Michael Brantley. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
2 quick outs in the inning. This hitter's job is to work the count, get on base, and give his middle-of-the-order hitters a chance in this inning.
Hit to short. Kurowski takes it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing that half inning against Jeremy Guthrie. His club needs to get him some runs, however. It's 2-0. Justin Maxwell will stand in, and this pitching staff has kept his bat silent throughout the series so far.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you got to figure he's due. I don't think they're going to hold him down all series long.
Volquez has his target. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
The windup and the 0-1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. He just can't seem to finish him off.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1-2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Barry Blanton will stand in now following the leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
He's set. Here it comes. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
Chopped weakly to the left. Right to him. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
Into the box now, Rod Kurowski, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
There goes the runner. Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit.
Well, with the runner moving, the big opening here is to the right side of the field. But you're going to see it right here. He winds up pulling this ball into left. So as long as you get that runner to third, I don't really care where it goes.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Here's Gerard Dyson. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
And with his speed, contact probably means a run right here. So that's got to be his only thought process at the plate.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now our fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys would pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Liner towards second. And that is through into center field, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Just a line drive right back where it came from. He was all over that one, and that'll get that runner in for third base.
So striding in, Nori Aoki, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now both runners are breaking. A little bouncer. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
Boy, just nickel and diming him right there. Now that goes as an infield single, their 3rd straight hit. Now the bases are loaded and just 1 out.
So stepping in, Eric Hosmer, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And a high strike there, 0-1.
At the plate, the worst case scenario, you've got to be thinking sac fly. A grand slam sure would be nice, but you've got to make sure you at least get that tying run home.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this one is past him, and that could be a run. And the recovery will be in time to get him at the plate, and that's going to hurt because now there are 2 away.
Well, this turns out to be a great play behind the plate. You can see this pitch is nowhere close to where they wanted it, and I think there was some hesitation down there at third as to whether he wanted to try and risk it. In the end, that's a great recovery to get back and tag his man out.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Up high, 2-1 now. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first 2 innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the third. He's looked like a completely different guy.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. Corner at the knees, it's strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Brantley is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We've played 3 here in game number 5. It's the Indians 2 and the Royals 1. Mark Teixeira will step in to lead it off for Cleveland. He'll be followed in the order by Jason Kipnis.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
High and deep to right center field. Ranging back is Dyson. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. First pitch of the at-bat. And the Guthrie fastball, good for strike 1.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking, quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after him.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot to third. Moustakas is there on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Now batting.
So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Desmond Seaver. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. The 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1. Salvador Perez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Hit in the air out to center field. Thorne on the run, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Settling in now, Mike Moustakas. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Nope. And he lays off there, 1-0. One run, 4 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Volquez sets, 1-1 on its way. And this is low, ball 2, 2-1. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Brantley is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Justin Maxwell.
Justin Maxwell will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. In there, and it's even at 1. Very high, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. To 2-2 now.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Rocket to third. In there, a base hit.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Standing in now, Barry Blanton, as he will take a look at a fastball in there. As that strike zone expands just a little, it's 0-1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Well, they won't get an out on this play. This will be scored an infield single, but now that's going to load the bases, so their troubles are just getting even deeper now.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Rod Kurowski, and he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position.
Definitely a really nice opportunity to jump out and get that early lead and get the other guys up against the ropes right now.
Curveball just misses apparently, 1-0. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Bases are loaded here, one man out. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
2-0 pitch on the way. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Murphy waits on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay to the plate, and he is in there.
And at the very least, that's what he's up there hoping to do, and that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So nice job to pick up that runner from third. Although the other 2 runners have to stay put now with 2 away.
Gerard Dyson gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
Right side. Kipnis ranging deep into the hole. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Royals settle for just the 1. We played 4 full, and we are tied 2-2. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
Now the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1. Everything away here, and with pretty good reason.
Yeah, they'll say, left field, it's all yours. You want to beat us that way? Go ahead and do it.
Good spot for the change there, and that'll knock things up at 2-2.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Drilled on the ground to short, and it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. The throw into second, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
The right fielder, number 7, David Murphy.
David Murphy stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Chop foul over towards the dugout. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with one away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Stepping in as Drupal Cabrera, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat hitting left-handed.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
That evens it up 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Boy, and right here, just a ground ball is going to get you a run. And more than that, it gets you the lead in this game. So you've got to find a way to put that ball in play.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Almost the strikeout he needed.
Another pitch in the same spot might just get it.
1 out and a runner on third. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, maybe a little frustrated after that last call didn't go his way. Now, he's got to make sure he doesn't lose him here on 3-2.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. High in the air out to center field. Dyson's there. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
And that's a good job in that situation. You'd love a base hit, but hey, the bottom line is you've got to produce a run, and he did.
Craig Fleming is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. And he falls behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Indians 3 and the Royals 2. Nori Aoki comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. high and wide. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. Volquez has his sign. Here's the 2-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
The first baseman, number 35,
Eric Hosmer stands in. Reached on a walk in his last trip. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
Well, we've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his MO throughout the first half of this game.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Hard liner toward short. Throw on to Teixeira. 2 down.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. But somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And he misses with it. 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So a solo shot that time for Alex Gordon. His first homer here in the series, and the Royals will draw level now at 3 apiece.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 413 feet, the estimate on that last home run. Up top, it's 2-0.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And another foul ball. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One for the Royals here, and it comes courtesy of this Alex Gordon swing. 5 innings complete, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Michael Bourne will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the 6th. The Royals get some action in the bullpen going now as the left-hander starts to throw. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. He pulls this one into right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Here's Michael Brantley as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. One there. Over to Hosmer, and it's a double play.
You know, that's just unlucky right there. I mean, this ball is hit right on the screws, but it's definitely an atom ball. And once you field this, it becomes about as easy a double play as you're ever going to find.
Mark Teixeira will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. 1-2, here it comes. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Jason Kipnis would be next. Shot back up the middle, but this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing doing for the Indians there. On to the bottom of inning number 6, tied 3 apiece. Mark Zepchinski will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 35, Mark Zepchinski.
Mike Moustakas will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Mike Moustakas.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, not close on either of these first two pitches. I mean, he's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. But this is a foul ball. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Full count now, 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Full count. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. Gloved by Santana, and the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
Justin Maxwell.
Ready now, Justin Maxwell. He singled his last time up. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Down 0-2 after two great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
The 0-2 home. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
The batter.
Well, he went after him with all sliders. Just one after another after another. Just couldn't do a thing with any of them.
Into the box, Barry Blanton lays off 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
Bases are empty here with two men out. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
2 out, nobody on. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Game 5 moves to the 7th inning now, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Jason Kipnis is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Line towards center field. And that's going to be a base hit. So there's the possible go-ahead run aboard to kick off the seventh.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And that'll spell the end here for Jeremy Guthrie. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Will Brantley will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out.
Will Brantley.
Desmond Seaver will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. Squared that one up just a little late. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And there's ball one.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a high chopper. Moustakas has it, and he's set down one away.
Well, not exactly what he wanted to do right here, I'm sure, but with the runner moving, no shot at second base to get him, so they're going to move a guy into scoring position here with just one away.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he'll go after the first pitch here and pop one up over toward the left side of the infield. And Moustakas has this one for route number 2.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Here's David Murphy now, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Runner goes for third. Pitch inside the throw, and he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. And that just doesn't make much sense as the inning is over. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Getting late. Stretch time now in Kansas City, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Striding into the box, Rod Kurowski earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
Kurowski.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Right side hit hard, and that will get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
A good sign here to start the home 7. He finds a pitch to his liking there, and now the go-ahead runs on base to kick off the inning.
Gerard Dyson gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a liner. Foul. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll get back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Runners going. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
Oh, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
The 1-2 pitch. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. In the dirt here. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
And with 2 strikes, this is the risk that you run trying to get a guy to fish for something. No doubt that was the idea, but it's going to wind up costing him.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. Now, this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Noriaoki ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label, so that's a great take.
Now the double steal is on here. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to Teixeira and 2 quick outs. So unfortunately, it looks like he's going to come out of the game now with an apparent right shoulder injury. That's always concerning, so hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. Trevor Plouffe will come in as the new third baseman now following the injury.
Number 27, Trevor
So a runner at second, 2 down now. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Check swing grounder to the right side. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Royals leave one. Still tied 3-3. David Murphy will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. Time now to give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-3 ball game. Both pitchers turning in fairly good performances, as you can see on the graphic. As Drupal Cabrera will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. Down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Here's the 0-2. To first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Craig Fleming.
Nick Swisher will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Nick Swisher.
Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
And this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Tom Gonzalez is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Tom Gonzalez.
Alex Gordon comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
Gordon.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Bourne at the track. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
The catcher, number 13.
What a great job of leading off this inning for his teammates. On second base now with a double, with a chance to take the lead late in this ballgame. He's pointing into his dugout saying, "Let's go, you guys."
Vinny Pistano is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th.
Number 52, Vinny Pistano.
Salvador Perez will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out.
Well, he hasn't swung the bat all that well against the other guy, so hopefully this new pitcher will give him a chance to swing it a little better. 2 strikeouts already.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
And this is going to be just foul down the line, as that had double written all over it. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
You got the go-ahead run in scoring position in this situation, and you come up with a huge strikeout like that. You're pumping your fist. Your intensity is a little bit higher. This guy is focused in right now and very happy with his results.
Mike Moustakas will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
From the stretch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one.
And I've got a little Moustakas trivia for you here. When he was drafted 2nd overall in 2007, a high school teammate of his, Matt Dominguez, was selected 12th overall. They were only the 6th pair of high school teammates to be selected in the first round of the same draft.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Now a slurve's going to bounce up to the plate as he lays off it for a ball.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. In there on the inside corner. Don't know that he liked it, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Line to the right side. Murphy is there, 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
This ball's just hit way too hard to think about tagging up and trying for third, so he's just going to have to be happy where he is right there at second.
Lorenzo King will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 6, Lorenzo King.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
And if there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
Ball.
3-1 now. Barry Blanton would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. The speedy Michael Bourne will start things out when we come back. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Beautiful Union Station lit up here in Kansas City tonight as we're set for the remainder of this one from the K. David Robertson will enter now to start the 9th inning as his job will be keeping the game tied until the bottom half. And there, in fact, is the speedy Mr. Bourne. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Action in that KC pen now as the right-handers begun to loosen up. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And Bourne will take it again, and it's 2-0 now. Oh, and he couldn't help himself there as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's back to 2-1 now.
Yeah, it should be 3-0 right now. Now you're just letting the pitcher right back into the at-bat.
Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1. Robertson pauses. Needs to hit his spot here on 3 balls and a strike. Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Here's Michael Brantley. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. High pop-up. Moustakas is there for it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The first baseman, number 25.
Oh, man, would he like to have that swing back. I mean, he just missed hammering this ball, but just got underneath it a little bit. He's not going to be happy about that one because even he thought he was right on it.
Mark Teixeira digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Cut fastball taken for strike one.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Comes set with the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One and one. Here it comes. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
Second baseman, number 22, Jason Kipnis.
Jason Kipnis strides to the plate with two gone and the possible go-ahead run over at first base.
Yeah, and the key here is don't try to do too much. At least move the line and get it to the next guy. It's not really easy to score a guy from first all in one swing.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. The 1-1 pitch. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And this ball hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Strike three, and the potential go-ahead run left on base. One left for the Tribe. Score remains tied at 3-3. Joe Machado will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings.
Machado.
Barry Blanton gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Second baseman, number 34.
Slow curveball at 74, in for a strike.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. You get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Hit on the ground to short. And a flip to first from Cabrera in time for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Rod Karowski.
Cody Allen will be called upon to get the final 2 outs here and hopefully send this one into extra innings. Rod Karowski digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Lays off, and it's 3-0.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck. And, you know, they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
The center fielder, number 1.
Toby Drake will be called upon to get the final 2 outs here and hopefully send this one into extra innings.
Toby Drake.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Gerard Dyson has a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap.
And in the field, I got to expect them to be playing what's called no doubles defense, Matt. Basically, you got to guard the lines in the infield, and in the outfield, play deep enough so that you can cut off all the gaps.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
This crowd's been something else here in this series. They are really making it tough on him out there.
Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And the runner back safely. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3 and 2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Now a ball lined to the right side. And he will not come up with that one as that shoots right on by him, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, so the winning run advances to second now with only 1 away.
Boy. Do you want to wake up call as an infielder? How about this one? That's just a duck and cover there.
Here's Nori Aoki. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Oh, 1 count and the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be two? To second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, they have to settle for just 1 out here at second base, and now that opens up quite a few more ways for them to win the ball game here now as the winning run moves up 90 feet to third base.
Eric Hosmer will stand in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that lineup that one swing could make up for a whole game's worth of struggle.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bourne has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. ALCS Escobar will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 2, ALCS.
Desmond Seaver stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Catcher, Desmond Seaver.
Robertson's ready. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Here's the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Too high. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Now back.
With that base hit, he presents the go-ahead run down there at first base. And boy, he is fired up. Look at that emotion.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in as he'll take a look at ball 1. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. Here's the 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And this pitch is inside, and he can't find the zone all of a sudden. 3-0.
Boy, a leadoff single, now a 3-0 count. Not exactly the way you want to start things out on the mound.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Well, you know he wanted that pitch out there on the mound. I think it was probably a strike, but it doesn't really matter now. You have to let that pitch go, just forget about it, and concentrate on the next one.
Alan Crump come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out. David Murphy will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. It's 1-0. First and second here with nobody out. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Knuckle curve, and he can't ring him up as it goes to 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Well, this is for sure the at-bat of the night so far.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Dyson on the run. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Didn't quite get all that one, but at least he moves that go-ahead run up to third now with only 1 out. So this turns out to be a productive out.
As Drupal Cabrera will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. First pitch on its way. Oh, and the bunt attempt is missed here. And he is a sitting duck after the pitch out. They had that one sniffed out well as he is out trying to score.
Well, credit this one to their manager. He's got an idea this might be happening, so he calls for the pitch out. And when that happens, forget about it. He's a dead duck at the plate.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt, and that ends the inning. Indians leave 1, still tied 3-3. Alex Gordon is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th.
Left fielder, Alex Gordon.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Kipnis has it. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Now to the plate, Salvador Perez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first-pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Grounded weakly toward third. Plouffe over to his left. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
2 up, 2 down to start off the bottom half. Starting to look like this one's going to go another inning. Great.
Mike Moustakas digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. Belted high and deep into right center. Bourne looks up. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Boy, we're talking high drama here in the playoffs. A walk-off win here in the final at-bat, and this place is going crazy right now.
Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Royals come out on top 4-3. Good night from Kansas City.
Our final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Kansas City Royals, 4 runs on 11 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For Cleveland, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 35 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Kauffman Stadium, 40,793. The Royals thank you for attending and remind you to buckle up and drive home safely.